Tonight, we take a look at some on-campus organizations.
Plus, students have a chance to meet future employers. Stay tuned. TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision News for October 20th, 2014. I'm Dustin Allen.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening. Usually radio stations rely on advertisements for funding, but public radio is a little different. And this week, Troy Public Radio is looking for your support. Troy Public Radio has 3 different stations covering the Wiregrass area to parts of western Georgia. The fund is a biannual week-long event, and this is the main way the radio program brings in the dollars. And you can donate by calling 1-800-800-6616. The director of the Broadcast and Digital Network Department, Buddy Johnson, said it's important to give because the program's life is dependent on your support.
It's important for people to donate because that's our longevity. We have to have that money to pay for programming. We are such a large percentage of what we do is self-supporting that the university doesn't put money into, such as programming. We do get a grant, a community service grant, that helps defray some of that, but a lot of the programming dollars come from the fund drive.
Tune in again tomorrow night to TrojanVision News to hear more about the fund drive. And remember, you can show your support to the public radio by calling and donating to 1-800-800-6616.
And graduation is less than 70 days away for some Troy University seniors, and that means many students are on the hunt for their first big break. And that's where Troy University is stepping in to help. The Office of Career Services is holding its annual career fair this week. The event will be this Wednesday in the Trojan Center ballrooms. While there, students can also have a free professional headshot taken. Over 30 employers will be there as well. Students are encouraged to attend and also hand out their resumes. And if students don't feel that their resume is sharp enough just yet, the Office of Career Services is open 8 to 5 and has counselors who are eager to help those who need help looking their best on paper. Even though this career fair is designed for seniors, all students are welcome to attend. And once again, the career fair is this Wednesday from 10 to 2 in the Trojan Center ballrooms. All students are encouraged to attend. Well, Courtney, Troy University is the home of many different organizations, from political groups to fashion groups. And beginning this week, we're going to give you a closer look inside some of those organizations.
That's exactly right, Dustin. And earlier today, I had the chance to sit down with leaders of one Greek organization to see what it takes to be the glue of such a large organization.
Hey, welcome to Alpha Gamma.
Alpha Gamma Delta is a nationally recognized Greek organization. Alpha Gamma was founded in 1904 at Syracuse University by 11 women who wanted to make a difference. Those women have made a difference in over 150 women's lives at Troy University. Corey Lynn James is the president of the Gamma Sigma chapter at Troy University, and she tells us her most memorable moment in Alpha Gamma.
Receiving the Sister of the Year award, receiving that was really humbling, and it was just exciting knowing that all my hard work is actually recognized and people are thankful for it.
Each year, every chapter president attends a convention located at the international headquarters, and this year, James got to bring home a souvenir.
This is actually called the chapter amulet. This is the highest award that you can receive, and on the plane ride home, it actually broke, so they had to replace it and give us a new one, so we're happy to finally have it in our house.
Your first year in Alpha Gamma, you're usually called a baby squirrel. Hannah Louise Dungan was in charge of the new member pledge class and tells us her thoughts on helping the new members get through their longest, most important, and busiest semesters in Alpha Gamma.
This journey with them in general all semester, it's just been a really cool journey to see them grow up a little bit just in like the last 6 weeks that I've been with them.
Alpha Gamma Delta also hosts various events throughout the year to raise money for their philanthropy. The Alpha Gamma Delta Foundation, which benefits juvenile diabetes. Choosing a sorority can be a difficult decision, but here's why these sisters chose Alpha Gamma.
With Rush Week, it was so hectic, and then I came in here, and then it was like a sigh of relief kind of thing.
When I walked into the house during recruitment, I fell in love. All the girls were so sweet and genuine, and you could actually see a true sisterhood there.
It just felt really relaxed and at home. During Rush, when I came in, I just kind of looked around and at the girls and how they interacted with each other, and I thought that when all like the decorations are down and the makeup's off, it's somewhere I could just walk in and just hang out, and I felt like it would really be my home away from home.
Courtney Addison, Troy, TrojanVision News. And tune in again tomorrow night for another look at our organization highlight series.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Huntsville, police say an officer shot a suspect who they say pulled a gun on the lawman. The shooting happened last night after the officer pulled over a vehicle in Huntsville in an apartment complex in Huntsville. The suspect was taken to the Huntsville hospital.
And out of Montgomery, a court has unsealed the divorce record of an Alabama federal judge arrested on a domestic violence charge in Atlanta in August. Documents from the 2012 breakup between U.S. District Judge Mark Fuller and the then-wife Lisa Fuller show the two eventually reached a settlement, and that agreement still remains under seal.
And in Opelika, Alabama House Speaker Mike Hubbard was indicted Monday on 23 felony ethical law violations. Hubbard of Auburn surrendered Monday afternoon to special agents with the Attorney General's office at the Lee County Jail.
And still to come on Troy Trojan Vision News, the football team took another tough loss over the weekend. Clay Yeager will have the details on the game and more when he joins us with sports.
And for those eco-friendly Americans, there's a new way that you can wash clothes and save water. We'll tell you more about the new technology after the break. Stay with us.
Physicians at the National Institutes of Health update the condition of 26-year-old Nina Pham, the infected nurse that was transferred from Dallas last night. I'm Craig Boswell in Bethesda, Maryland. That story coming up.
Do you like this top? So gay. Really? Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top"?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy Trojan Vision News.
The football team took the field looking to add another mark to their win column on Saturday. The team started out strong, but Appalachian State had other plans. Amy Austin gives the details.
The attempt at continuing on a winning streak was halted for the Troy football team. Appalachian State came into Veterans Memorial Stadium, and the Trojans weren't ready for the new team as they fell 53-14.
They were a very good team, and they had a good plan for us, both sides of the ball, and of course we didn't tackle them very well, and certainly we didn't block them very well in the clutch. So when you don't do those things, our quarterback had problems reading them today. They made the plays, and we seemed to be not where we were supposed to be and didn't make the plays. So that's normally pretty good poison when you playing and coaching football.
Even though Troy took a tough loss, one player stood out in particular. This was the second week that senior Chandler Worthy had a kickoff return. This week's return was for 99 yards.
Full speed and splitting the seam is the way to return kickoffs. Chandler Worthy understands it. It takes great courage to do it. And he's not a giant. He's probably, I don't know how much Chandler weighs, 175, something like that, 180. He's worked hard on his body, and he's got tremendous speed.
The struggle for defensive players was Appalachian State's fast offense. Every time Troy would have them held at a third down, the Mountaineers would find a hole and capitalize on it.
Of course, we were frustrated, but, early on in the game, we kept our head in the game. We tried to keep everybody calm because it was still a close game early. So
it gets frustrating. As a defense, we try to get off the field on third down, but we couldn't. The ball went their way today, so we just gotta work harder. That's the only thing I can think of. Work harder, keep working.
Amy Austin.
The Troy football team will take on South Alabama on Friday at 6:30 in Mobile. The volleyball team competed in 2 matches over the weekend, the first against Sunbelt leader ULR, where they fell 3-1. Then on Sunday, the Trojans took on UT Arlington. Khadijah Torbert was there for all the action.
The Troy volleyball team fell short to UT Arlington Sunday night.
You can't get any closer without winning than we did tonight, and that's unfortunate. I thought we did some really good things, and that's a really good quality team. That's the first time we haven't gone 5 with them, and that's still the closest match we've ever played with them. So it's one of those things that we just have to continue to clean up a couple little things and keep staying with our plans, and things will turn around. It's just we're one play away from winning 3-0 instead of losing 3-1.
During the second match, the Lady Trojans put up a fight and scored 37-35 over UT Arlington in that set.
We expected a long, drawn-out, hard-fought match, and that's exactly what we had. So, when we're playing hard like that, when we're putting in the effort and we're making the plays, and Arlington did a great job too. It's a lot of fun to watch and make little tiny adjustments and try to help out as much as you can. But the players did their jobs. It was a lot of fun. It's always stressful on a coach to do that, but it was good for the players to pull out a W there.
Khadija Torbert, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
The team's next game will be Saturday at 7 against Georgia State in the Trojan Arena. The cross-country team competed at the Crimson Classic on Saturday. The women's team finished in 22nd place, while the men's team finished in 25th. Julia Osendorf finished with the best time for the women's team as she finished with a 5K at a time of 18 minutes and 56 seconds. Freshman Joe Guys and Dylan Ogburn finished with the best time for the men. Guys completed an 8K in 28 minutes and 11 seconds, while Ogburn finished just a few seconds behind at 28 minutes and 14 seconds. The next meet for the Trojans is the Sun Belt Conference Championships on November 2nd. And the soccer team competed at home over the weekend. On Friday night, the Trojans took on Georgia State, who they defeated 1-0. Then on Sunday for senior day, Troy took on Georgia Southern. I was at the game for all the action. The Troy soccer team remains undefeated as they shut out Georgia Southern in a 3-0 victory on Sunday, as well as marks the Trojans' 9th win at home.
We've had success at home all year long, and we wanted to keep that success for this last game. It was a real tight first half. Both teams came out and played the way we expected. And then we just talked about the locker room just being a little bit more physical and winning some of those dirty stats, 50-50 balls and tackles and picking up second balls.
In the first half of the game, the Trojans couldn't come up with any points as they struggled offensively.
We didn't quite execute the game plan that we had and the things that we wanted to do, so we just readjusted. At halftime, we talked about the things that were going to be important for us to come out and be successful, and they executed to a T. They were perfect in the second half, I thought.
However, the second half was a different story as the Trojans adjusted their game plan. Seniors Louise Chang scored on a free kick from 25 yards out, while Alyssa Jones scored her 9th goal of the season on a pass from the middle field. And Chelsea Williams scored a penalty kick as well.
Especially after we got that second goal, it spread them out a little bit. They had to really open things up and try and push to get back in the game. And it allowed us to get some players some more minutes. We want to get players experience. We want to give the players who have been playing 90 minutes a game a rest. So it's always great when we can use our bench and for both sides of it.
Although the Troy soccer team is undefeated at home, the Trojans have some difficulty on the road, and Chelsea Williams says that this game could be a turning point to start winning away games.
Definitely second half we picked it up and played great soccer and kept good possession. So I think coming in to like that, we need to take that momentum into every game and play like that at home or away for the rest of the away games. If we play like that, then we'll definitely get a good spot in the conference tournament.
The next game for the Trojans is against ULR in Little Rock, Arkansas on Friday at 7.